Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Policy 707 and I'm coming at you with another video. In this episode, guys, both my brother P. Riley and I wanted to present a rare, hard to find, and noteworthy blank sketch cover Holland showcase. So my brother and I, we went ahead and teamed up and partnered together to present to you some of the rare and hard to find blank sketch covers in our collection, and also noteworthy blanks as well. So without further ado, guys, let's just kick things off with bam, Mega Man Master Mix, first issue. It's a really thick blank sketch cover by Udon Comics. It's actually backwards, so um, in the Asian countries and within their culture, they actually most cases read opposite than us because we read from left to right. They read from right to left. So if you see like manga books, like from Japan and whatnot, you'll see that it's actually reversed. Well, to us it's reversed, but to them it's the right way. So some say this might be the blank cover on the back, maybe, and then to them it's probably the front cover. So there's the Mega Man Master Mix, and I grew up playing Mega Man back in the 90s. Also played this game as well, Tekken, in the 90s. But not only that, my beloved Street Fighter 2. I love this video game. Now this one's a Street Fighter Unlimited #1 blank, and what's significant about this one is that it's a hollow, well, I'm going to say holographic. It's more of a gold foil, I should say, gold foil logo. These were actually more harder to find than the regular yellow, red, and orange logo. So this one I believe is a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25 variant, I want to say. I could be wrong. If you guys know, just leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know which Street Fighter blank was this. Was this the 1 in 10, 1 in 15, 1 in 25? In any event, this one's actually really hard to find nowadays. I seen one on eBay. It's like probably one of the only few auctions that's actually selling this for $35. So now we also have Max here. I mean, Max by IDW. I mean, anything by IDW, their blank limit sketch cover limit run is within like 1,500 or less. I want to say maybe even 3,000. So, I mean, you know, it's depending on what the title is, but they definitely produce a lower amount of books than, let's say, for example, Marvel or DC. You know, so you know, it's increasingly hard to find Max blanks out in the wilds. So, and my brother and I, we have quite a bit of them, and if I can find some of them. So we have that one there, and you might find some more popping up later in this video. But we have another here, there as well. Now there's also indie books. Some blanks you can only get from the independent publishers and artists themselves. They're not necessarily made available and distributed through your local comic shop. So I know Dan Mendoza, the creator and artist of Zombie Tramp. You can get blanks through him. I haven't met Mr. Mendoza yet, but I definitely plan on getting, you know, some sketches on these blanks. I mean, I came late to the party on this one here, but I'm very happy to own them nonetheless. So I have 4 here, and I also, it's not a blank, but I just thought I'd show you anyway. It's the Risque cover of Zombie Tramps #1. It's one of their NC-17 rated covers. So this is the Risque variant. Now here's some hard to find blanks. We have Aliens vs. Vampirilla by Dynamite Comics. And this one's a fun one too. Vampire Hunter D by Stranger Comics. Between my brother and I, we only have 2, so we have 1 each. That's really hard to find out in the wilds. Here's another one. but this one's by Valiant. Ninjak, Shadow Man Rapture. Not to say that this is rare or necessarily hard to find, but it's definitely noteworthy. Um, Definitely want to pick up more of the Valiant blanks, because for whatever reason, I mean, obviously Valiant does have a faithful following with fans and collectors, but their blanks are increasingly harder to find. Speaking of increasingly hard to find, we have an Image book, a blank 68, Rule of War. This would be a cool blank for, like, say, for example, Michael Golden, because he did this book back in the late 80s. It's called Nam, or mid to late 80s, called Nam. And this would be a cool one for him to draw, because I know as a kid I was faithful to that title. And that's actually one of my first early introductions to his work, to Mr. Michael Golden. And at a recent convention when we spoke, he was telling me how he doesn't really consider himself a comic artist. He's more of a commercial artist, you know, a freelance commercial artist, which I thought was odd, because considering he's such an iconic illustrator in the industry, you know. But he considered himself more of a freelance commercial artist rather than just a comic book artist. All right, guys, let's get through this. We have Nova here. This one's increasingly harder to find in the wild. Also another Max here. If you guys can come across this blank, snatch it up, because I promise you, the next time you go to wherever you see that, it won't be there anymore. We have Batman Detective Comics. We have 1, 2, also 3. This one is becoming harder to find out in the wild. I think online they start at $10. Here's one I got directly from the writer Zach Kaplan that I met at a show last year, East Bay Comic Con. It's from Top Cow, under Top Cow umbrella under for Image Comics. And here's a fun one. This one is Extreme Zero. It's more of a glossier stock, you know. It's probably good for like pencils and maybe like Sharpie. But that's a fun one. It's like, I think I also have an Extreme like tour blank one that I'm sorry it's not available for me to show in this video. I have to dig it up, but maybe I'll show you in a future video. We also have Deadpool #1, Volume 1. This one's actually a very, I wouldn't say necessarily rare, but it's definitely hard to find. I mean, if you can get this one, anything under $20, that's actually a good buy, because this starts at 20, 25, 30, 40 even. Now, Mad Max Fury Road, this was a smash hit. People think it's a reboot. It's actually a continuation from, which one was the last one? Beyond the Thunderdome? So, you know, it's just portrayed by a different actor instead of Mel Gibson. You know, it's obviously Tom Hardy, but it's the same director. So, anyway, Mad Max, these blanks, they're becoming increasingly hard to find. I mean, you can still get them, but they're not as easy as they once were before. Spider-Woman, I believe you can probably still get this online, like Midtown Comics, but finding them in a higher grader is kind of hard to find too. Also, very happy to have this one. A buddy of mine, my boy Rich. Shouts out to my boy Rich. He's actually got me this one here. Got me a couple of them. Now, this one's actually a Yesteryear Comics exclusive. Now, if you can get a blank, guys, that are exclusive to a comic shop, like Scorpion Comics, Unknown Comics, etc., definitely pick them up, because it's only exclusive to that particular comic shop. So it's only either going to be made available through them or maybe online through a third-party seller. So we have a pair there. Now we're halfway through our showcase, so there's a little more to watch, so bear with me, guys. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these down so they don't slide and get all damaged. That wouldn't be a good video to watch. So let me go ahead and put these aside. So, all right, moving things along, guys. You know what? Actually, let's do a part 2, because this is actually running very long. So stay tuned for part 2 of our rare, hard to find blank sketch cover showcase. This is Policy 707 signing off, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.